All right, we're back. Our phone calls are hammering away here, and I think what we're going to do is, for the remainder of this half hour, we'll take phone calls from our listeners, just so we can kind of get a feel for the tone and the tenor that's going on out there. Jason from Wits End Classic Barbershop is the sponsor of our phone lines, so make sure that you are patronizing him. He's a great patriot and a fine young man. Go ahead, caller. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, greetings and salutations, Mike.
Thanks.
I just want to thank you for your service, and let you know that I'll be leaving 107 too. You've done more than a battalion of Army for this country.
Well, I'm appreciative of that, but I think you're giving me a little more credit than I'm due.
Well, I don't think so. I mean, you've done more to expose the goings-on in this country and the betrayal of the politicians and basically the government in general. And, for us to overcome this, we have to wake up.
I hear you.
That's the first step in overcoming tyranny.
Well, I can tell you this, many of you know I've not actually done military service, but this is the service that I can do for my country.
Yeah,
and I feel very strongly about it, and this is a mission which I will not allow to go incomplete. So,
may I suggest an alternative to this fine talk show is free-to-air satellite. You can just type that in, Google it, or better yet, Xquick it, or Start Page it. It's a much better search engine.
What is it?
Free-to-air satellite. It's a satellite system. Once you set it up, there's no cost, no monthly charge. It's free. There's at least a couple hundred channels on there. The one I listen to is Republic Broadcasting.
Right.
You can check that on the internet.
I'm actually going to be discussing some options with the folks over at Republic as well. So.
Oh, good. Well, their website is republicbroadcasting.org.
Yeah, I already know who they are. So, but I thank you. I'll take a look at that free-to-air satellite, and I appreciate your support, and I appreciate your dedication and your commitment to restoring our republic. It's nice to hear folks who feel as strongly about it as I do, and thank you very much.
You will continue to have my support.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
God bless you. Go ahead, caller. Oh, I guess we lost her. Go ahead, caller. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. I just wanted to go ahead and make a comment about just this whole poli-sci thing we have, this political science thing we have going on. What the politicians are, what they are, and we seem to give them an excuse, and we give them leeway room. Well, I guess I could have made that mistake. Reagan was probably the best one at doing that, But to get our sympathy when these people actually know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know what the end results are. The same thing like that offbeat comment that the POTUS said, the President of the United States said, that regarding Trayvon Martin.
Yeah.
That he would be, if he had a boy, he would look like Trayvon. Now, that has nothing to do with the case.
Of course.
And it was inciting riot, or at least racist.
Right.
But I want to get back to something here, and it was something I think it's really interesting. There's this commercial now. The Defense Department is actually spending money on hiring Hollywood producers, these future sci-fi films, to go ahead and find out what some of the possibilities they think might happen. Another story, just another waste of money, right? Huh?
Right.
But in any case, there was this commercial, and there's this little boy out here in the middle of a big empty baseball field. And he's got a basket of balls, and he shouts to the world, "I'm the best hitter in the whole world." He does this, and he misses the ball 3 times. And he goes, 3 strikes, I'm out. And then all of a sudden he looks down, and he starts thinking positively, and you can tell the twinkle in his eyes, "I'm the best pitcher in the whole world." This is brought to you by the Ad Council.
Yeah.
Think positively.
Right.
Turn a twist on your failure, So you couldn't hit the ball, so now you're the best pitcher?
Sure.
I want to get to this point, is that I think sometimes when we have low self-esteem, it's just good common sense. Now think about it for a second.
Thanks for that input. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
All right. Appreciate you. Go ahead, caller. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Mike, this is Susan.
Hi, Susan.
What you said about when God shuts a door, he opens another.
Yes, ma'am.
I absolutely believe that. I have a song to give you. It goes with that. And I believe the two people that I most listen to, you and Glenn Beck, God gave us, period.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I believe that sincerely. We'll see you later.
Thanks, sweetie.
You're welcome.
Go ahead, caller. Welcome to the show.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
This is Zelda Ryan, and I was just wondering, is all the talk hosts, are they going to be taking off the format like Mark Levin?
Yes, this station is going to completely change its format. They're not just taking me off. The station is going to change its format, I believe. I don't even know what it's going to. I think music. And I don't know what kind of music. I don't know anything about it. They're new owners, and it's a business decision from their perspective. So all of talk radio on this particular 107.1 station will cease.
Yeah. Do you still have that meeting on Monday nights in Thayer?
Yes.
Missouri?
Yes.
Okay.
That's not every Monday now. That's and I'd have to get you I think it's the second Monday of every month where that meeting is held for the Property Rights Coalition, and then there's another one out in Mountain Grove, and then there is one down in Arkansas as well. So
we're out in Arkansas.
You know, I'll be honest with you. I'll have to get you the information on that. I don't know off the top of my head where it's held. I believe it's. Well, I don't want to say because I don't want to misrepresent it. If somebody out there knows, you can give a call in here real quick and let us know. But yeah, let's make sure that we are continuing to, just because AVN is going to go off terrestrial radio here doesn't mean that we're going to let the pedal up here at all.
Yeah, because I like to listen to you and Mark Levin a lot.
I like Mark as well. I'm just not as rude to my callers as he is.
He's very right to be. I like him. I've listened to him almost seems like all my life when he got started.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for the call.
I like you too.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yep.
All right. Have a great day. Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Morning, Mike. It's Mike. For the
Mike.
lady who just called, and you're right, our property rights group is the second Monday of every month.
Right.
The one in Arkansas is in Salem at the VFW Hall.
I was going to say Salem, but I didn't want to say that and be wrong and then have somebody drive to Salem or something and, be mad at me.
Yeah. And I'm not sure of the month they meet, but,
What time or what day is their meeting in Salem?
I'm not sure, but I will find out, and we'll get it on your Facebook page.
Yeah, we can put it up on the Facebook page and on AVN.
You might also mention, aren't you going to be tonight at the Campaign for Liberty meeting?
I am. Yeah, if you are interested at all in going to the Campaign for Liberty meeting, I'll be there tonight. In fact, I'll be doing an update on legislative issues, and I'll also be talking about the changes here at AVN. That's held tonight at 6:00 if you want to eat, or 7:00 if you just want to hear the speaking, and that will be at Chen's Garden in West Plains, which is right on. It's called Gibson Street. And it's right there on that main drag, straight across the street from a Sonic there. And it's called Chen's Garden. It's a Chinese restaurant. And if you come at 6:00, you can eat. And then at 7:00, we generally have about an hour's worth of discussion. Most of the time, they have someone to come in and talk about, later on this month, next month, I think it's going to be Mike Cunningham, the state senator. And he'll be coming in to, give a legislative update and that kind of thing. I'll be talking tonight about the vetoes that the governor has done on this last legislative session and what that's going to look like as we go forward into the new fall session, what they're going to do to override those vetoes.
And the Campaign for Liberty is always the third Thursday.
That's correct. They've changed it. It is now the third Thursday. It used to be the fourth, but it is now the third Thursday of every month. So if you folks want to mark that on your calendar, that is an excellent organization, by the way. They really they were tireless about the fight against this Blue Waste thing, Agenda 21 issues. They're very heavily involved in what's going on with the city charter in West Plains on a local front, but they're also involved in statewide initiatives. They support candidates for office. It's just a great organization. And libertarian in its format, so you're not going to you're not going to walk in there and get hit with the Republican mantra or the Democratic mantra. It's they're an independent group, and I like them very much.
Okay, and Oh, by the way, the USA Prepares thing, Debbie and I will be speaking at that also.
That's right.
If anyone's there, look us up.
Absolutely. You guys are going to be doing a class on what now?
Well, we're going to be talking about motivating and educating a community and use what Deb does with OSLU as one of our examples.
Excellent.
And the Property Rights Coalition as another, and then talk about Go Green a little bit.
Outstanding.
And one last thing, if anyone ever says decision makers do not listen to AVN, I had a call last night from Lieutenant Governor Kinder to talk about yesterday's show.
Did you?
Yeah, he was gone all day. He picked it up on YouTube. Started seeing some things on the Internet that made him realize he needed to go to it. And he apparently listens to it pretty frequently. He says it helps him get a pulse on what the people in our area are thinking, how they're feeling about things.
Are you sure that's a pulse? His blood pressure's not...
he said the natives are restless.
Yeah, I think that's a fairly good analogy.
And one thing I'd say about him, too, is I'm skeptical of most politicians, but he's a good guy. I think he's on our side.
Yeah, I think he's done some good things, especially about the Blue Way. And he was down at your group, in the property rights group down in Mammoth and Thayer, and he was down there last event you had to kind of give an update on where things were with what he's working on as well. So. And
at the Firearm Symposium that all the PRCs jointly sponsored last March. Which
he came out for that.
Yeah, and of course Beth Ann was there too, and Joyce Riley I think might have been there. So you're connecting with some other really good hosts. Yeah.
I think this will be a good opportunity for AVN, and despite the fact that we won't be broadcasting locally here on 107.1. And that door isn't completely closed in terms of terrestrial radio here. It is on this station. But there are other stations in the area, and if you'd like to see us on one of those stations, then the only other news talk radio show is 1450 AM. But you can give those folks a call over there and ask them if they'll carry AVN.
And Mike, belated happy birthday.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks.
Take care.
All right, buddy. Talk to you soon. So the issue, folks, is really this: we are going to go through some major changes here. Sam Bushman, who I got to tell you, you haven't had a chance or an opportunity to meet Sam, but I have, and he's a really amazing guy. Sam runs a radio program out of Utah, and it's called the Liberty Roundtable. He's got a website that I would encourage you to go to. It's libertyroundtable.com. He also has a libertynewsradio.com website where he's got like a spreadsheet list of all of the different hosts he carries, and basically, there's a telephone line, call-in line that you can dial to pick up his show or any of the other shows on his lineup. And he also is Sam is going to be very, very instrumental in helping push AVN out to other stations and helping us to expand our footprint, if you will. And so I'm eternally grateful to him for his technical and expertise in helping us to step forward, if you will, through that newly opened door that God has given us. And he'll make it available for us, or possible for us to be out on the Roku channel that he has, and to be able to stream via mobile through Androids and iPhones. And I'm very, very appreciative to Sam for his efforts and the effort that he's put forth to make sure that we have an opportunity to get out there and continue our work and our message. If you'd like to give us a shout this morning, you're certainly welcome to do that. And we're going to have our phone lines open for the remainder of this portion of the show. I generally don't do that, but in light of the news that I'm kind of dropping on you folks, I'd like to hear from you. You can call us on our Wits End Classic Barbershop hotline at 257-1111, or if you are outside of our local area, you can call us at 866-554-6636. Make sure that you give a call to Greg McLaughlin, by the way, from blackopsschoolofcombat.com. He's got concealed carry classes going off during the week and every weekend, and he has some that he actually splits the week on, so you can have 2 4-hour classes during the evenings if you can't make a full day class. And you can get a hold of him by going to his website at blackopsschoolofcombat.com, or you can call him at 255-1612, and Greg has a program there to get your concealed carry permit for $75. He also does a host of other types of programs as well, including self-loading rifle and a lot of tactical shooting. And I strongly encourage people to get expert physical training in gun craft, because I think it's really important, especially in light of where we're headed, that you have a full understanding of exactly how to handle a firearm and be intimately familiar with them. make sure that you visit our friends over at springcreekbeef.com as well, if you can. Those folks over there offer 100% grass-fed beef, and they are friends of ours. We just built a website for them, and we'd like you to get out there, and they ship nationally as well. So 100% grass-fed, no hormones, no antibiotics, pure beef the way God meant it to be. And if you can get a chance to visit over there, do so. And then get a hold of our friends over at Battery Station at 257-7799. You can go to thebatterystation.com, or you can visit them at 303 Washington Avenue in West Plains. They carry virtually every battery known to man and ship nationally to a lot of law enforcement, public safety, and those types of organizations, as well as industrial and business. Go ahead, caller. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Michael. It's Sandy, and I want to say I have been listening to you since the day you started on 107. I've got my husband listening to you. He works out of state. He watches you via YouTube now. I'm Facebook friends with you, and I'm so heartbroken that I may not be able to hear your voice every morning on my way to work or listen to you while I'm at work because I keep you tuned in at my office.
Well, I'm touched. Thank you. And I promise you that we will continue this message. We're not going to let this go. And we are going to continue to do what we're doing. We're definitely not, going to stop our mission. We may have to find an alternate way of you getting to us, but I can assure you of one thing. America's Voice Now is going to stay out there fighting this fight until either we win it or they take me out. How's that?
Thank you. God bless you, and thank you for all the work you do for America and for our Ozark area.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks.
God bless and keep us posted.
Okay, sure will.
Okay.
Go ahead, caller. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Mike, you said you would want to get a feel for what the people think. This is just my own personal opinion, but the sponsors for the new radio show, I will not patronize them. And that's the only way I can voice my opinion.
Well, I understand where you're coming from. From their perspective, it's a business decision. From the new owner's perspective, and I understand that. I don't have any ill will towards them. It is what it is. They're making a business decision. They're investing a lot of money to buy a radio network, and they need to be able to do what they think is the appropriate thing with it. So, I don't want to create a scenario where there's angst and anger about it. I'm not happy about it either, but it is what it is. And like I said, when God closes one door, He opens another. And in this case, it might be a double wide.
I agree with that, and I've learned through life that you're really telling the truth there. But sometimes we feel so helpless because there's no way we can to really vent our thoughts and our emotions. And but I just thought I'd let you know.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you guys feel really strongly about this, there is another news talk radio show in the area, and give them a call and ask them to carry America's Voice Now. It's that simple.
I plan on doing that.
All right.
I really do. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Hi, go ahead, caller. Welcome to the show. Caller, are you there?
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
Yes, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thanks.
Real good. I got about a 1 second delay on this phone, but I am going to be really disappointed for this format to change. The only light in the window, Alan Combs will be off the air, and I generally go to sleep listening to radio at night, and I have to change over to my iPhone and listen to talk radio through my iPhone.
Well, I can tell you this:
I'd be so glad to get rid of Alan Combs.
I won't disagree with you there. Alan and I don't see eye to eye on virtually anything. Yeah. But I will say this: we will have an iPhone and an Android application shortly. I'm hoping to try to put one of those together like Mondo Pronto. So it's something I'm working on, and I'll keep you folks up to speed on it as soon as we can get it put together. All right.
Okay, and there's such a nice group of people down there at the radio station. I'm sure going to miss all them. I'm just really upset at this new owner, and he thinks it's a business decision. Losing all of his customers is going to be a major business decision for him, I guess.
I understand. Well,
because everybody turns into this channel just for this programming.
Yeah. Well, Mark is here, and so I'm going to let him just jump in and answer your question or your point about.
Well, Alan Combs. I don't agree with Alan Combs, but it was my decision to put him on, and I did like this. Out of 24 hours, we spend about 3 hours, and if we can learn a little bit about what the other side is thinking, maybe we can just find a way to bring them on over to our side. That's kind of my background on it. So,
I always listen.
Well, the other side is thinking like Alan Combs.
We're in real trouble, right?
Like Alan Combs we're in trouble in this world.
I gotcha.
But also in the book that Sun Tzu wrote, The Art of War, he also cautions us to be sure we know our enemy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer. Right?
Yeah.
So, hey, thank you for the call. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, I'm on. Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Have a great day. Go ahead, caller. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I've been gone to Tucson for about a month, and I was so excited that I was going to be back so I could listen to you every morning on the radio, and now I hear that you ain't going to be there. I'm just really upset.
Well, I will be here until the 1st.
I know.
The 31st will be our last day. But, I'm telling you right now that this will not end here. We are going to offer a dial-in phone line. So if you're out on the road and you're driving and you want to, if you've got, long distance doesn't cost you anything on a cell phone, right? So you'll be able to dial in on a cell phone, get yourself a little Bluetooth, speakerphone, and you'll be able to listen to America's Voice Now that way. We'll also have the availability to continue to see it on YouTube and on this new website which we're developing. I already own the domains for that. It's going to be called Radio Free Republic, and we're going to kick this off as quickly as we can. And I think you'll find that not only will America's Voice continue to you'll be able to continue to hear us, but we're going to expand the ways that you can. And I think that's actually a good thing, especially if you travel a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've really been on withdrawal. I'd get on YouTube and watch you, but a little bit, but it just ain't the same.
Well, I don't want you in withdrawal.
Well,
but I like the fact that you're addicted.
Well, the only bad part about YouTube, I have to watch you.
Yeah, I know.
I'd rather listen to you.
I got a face made for radio. I get it.
Yeah.
Thanks, I think.
Have a good one.
All right, brother. Have a great day. Go ahead, caller. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Mike, in my opinion, you can check off AM radio for talk 1450. When I lived up there, I could not get the signal 10 miles out of town. And that's going to put a bulk of your listeners in Missouri and all of Arkansas off of terrestrial. Now, this is a big mistake by the Republicans down there in Thayer. Just like when they bought KALM 95, they took the Derry Brownfield show off, and when you connect the dots, you'll find out they're Monsanto boys. I'm gone.
Well, thanks, brother. Go ahead, caller. Welcome to the show.
Well, I just wanted to say I think it's a crying shame that they would go ahead and make that business decision. It doesn't make sense when you got people that are smart that actually listen to talk radio, and people that listen to radio music really ain't that smart, don't have that much income.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I can't say I disagree with you. Of course, I got an axe to grind in it, so I got a dog in the hunt. So my opinion is kind of biased. But the truth is that that's their decision and it's their investment. They're going to do what they want to do with it. This is forcing us, to be honest with you, to make some heavy changes, and we're not fully prepared for it, but we're doing everything we can. We're asking for our listeners to have some skin in the game to help us out and achieve our goal, which is to reach this budget of $4,000 so that we can build this studio, get this network up and running, and then continue to get out there and continue the mission that we've set forth for ourselves. And if you folks can help us out, we'd be very, very appreciative of it.
Well, I'm in, and I'll be sending some money.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you, guy.
Thank you.
All
God bless you.
God bless you. Folks, if you would like to support us by bringing some funds into the station, and you can if you bring a check in, you can just make it out to America's Voice Now. We have a bank account, and so if you want to bring a check in, you can do that. You can bring it into the radio station, or you can mail it here. And the address for that is America's Voice Now, number 10 Court Square, and that's in West Plains, Missouri, 65775. Alternatively, you can go to our website and you can click on a link there for PayPal that will allow you to utilize PayPal. Even if you don't have an account, you can use a credit card or a debit card, and you can make a donation that way. We'll keep you updated as we go forward in the next couple of days. Tomorrow we'll be talking about this meeting on the 29th. By the way, I'm still blocked off from Jason Smith's Facebook page. He won't let me post anything up on there. So that's not a very good sign by our new alleged representative. But listen, I want to thank you guys for being with us this morning and tolerating my self-discussion. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a great day.